Welcome everybody here to another match of Jack of All Trivia, Intergeekdom Division. I am your host and Commissioner Devontae King, and today we have a great match. We have Richard Schwartz going up against Jeremy Potters. This is Jeremy's first match here in Jack of All Trivia. I know he's played in other leagues, so he's not necessarily new to trivia, but new here to Jack of All Trivia. Yeah. So it'd be a great match. And Richard, I mean, he's been a staple here for a long time. Richard's 3-6. But it's always fun to have Richard on. 'Cause it's always great, fun matches. But enough for me. We'll go to the competitors first. From Richard Schwartz at 3-6.
Hello everyone, Mr. Carefree here. Always fun to do some trivia. As always, I forgot which time it was, but it happens. I'm excited to be here. Let's just have a great match, and when you're facing against me, it's always Carefree. That's the way it got to be. Let's do this thing.
Hello. Yeah, this is my first time here. I have seen a lot, have watched a lot. All my buddies play over here, and I'm no stranger with Richard as far as playing Geek. So, we're gonna do it again. It should be a good time. Thanks for having me. Let's have a hell of a game.
All right, short and sweet. Let's get on to the match. Round one works like this. It is the whiteboard round. I'll read 10 questions with various key categories. Each question's worth 1 point apiece. Write down your answer, show it when called upon. Okay, you get 3 repeats. Well, if you happen to get all 10 correct, I'll read a bonus question to you. You get 3 repeats and 1 challenge throughout the duration of the match. You guys have any questions about round one?
How many questions round one?
10 questions.
10. Got it.
Yeah. And then bonus if you get all 10 correct.
Okay.
Yeah. But all right. But you guys ready for round one?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get this match started. Question one is in the Wizarding World. Who plays Albus Dumbledore in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix? Count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jeremy.
Michael Gambon.
And Richard.
Michael Gambon.
Both are correct. Question 2 is in the MCU. In Captain America Civil War, in what city is Peggy Carter's funeral? Of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Richard.
London?
And Jeremy.
London.
Both correct. Off to a great start. Question 3 is in video game movies. In which video game movie will you find a group called the Illuminati who is trying to find an ancient object that controls time? My phone going off, which I didn't put on silent. Yeah, everyone's favorite category, video game movies. You guys count.
Well, they're all good. Yeah, that's why.
4, yeah. 3, 2. I've shortened 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jeremy.
This one put me to sleep. I think it's Assassin's Creed.
Oh.
And Richard.
I said Prince of Persia and the Sands of Time. No idea.
Both are incorrect. Looking for Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
Okay.
So no perfect rounds this match.
I was never going to get that anyway.
Question 4 is in Star Wars. In The Force Awakens, who bandages Chewie's arm on the Falcon after he is injured?
Oh,
Go back to the video game movies. I've taken. I mean, there's still bad ones in there, but I've taken a lot of the really, really bad ones out. But there's still some fun ones in there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Richard
Finn.
and Jeremy.
I said Ray.
Finn is correct.
I thought you talked about the second time with the nurses. Like she had a name. You're a brave boy.
So Richard drawing first blood, taking a 3-2 lead. Question 5 is in quotes. Quotes. In which Star Trek film will you hear Captain Kirk say, "Oh, him? He's harmless. Back in the 60s, he was part of the free speech movement in Berkeley. I think he did a little too much LSD." Of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. We'll start with Jeremy
Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home.
and Richard.
I also have Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home.
Both correct.
I almost said Star Wars 4, The Voyage Home.
Yeah. Just for future reference, if I say like in which Star Trek film or whatever, you don't have to put the whole name.
Yeah.
You can just put the subtitle, but you both got it correct. Question 6 is in mixed bag. Mixed bag. In the Percy Jackson franchise, Percy Jackson is which god's son?
I'm probably wrong, but
Of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Richard
Zeus.
and Jeremy.
Poseidon.
Poseidon is correct. Jeremy tying it up. Question 7 is in Marvel. Marvel. In Venom: The Last Dance, where does the government keep the symbiotes who come to Earth?
Never saw this movie, so.
I like it.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, if you accept it for it being a Venom movie, it's fun. If you go in there trying to be like, oh, it needs to be some great super comic book movie, you're not gonna have fun.
No.
Yeah, but I liked it a lot. 5, 4, 3.
Yeah, if you like Tom Hardy talking to himself.
Yes,
good shit.
basically, yeah, hands down. We'll start with Jeremy
Area 51.
and Richard.
Hey, that's the guess I had. It's the only one that made sense to me.
They're both correct. Question 8 is in Middle Earth. Middle Earth. In the Two Towers, when the wargs attack, who does King Theoden say must lead the people to Helm's Deep? Of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Richard
I said Aylmer.
and Jeremy.
It's a Gandalf.
You're so close, Richard. I don't know if I can give it to you. It's Eowyn. Eowyn.
Oh no, I was thinking of his brother, not the girl.
Eormir. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of her brother. I wasn't thinking of her.
Yeah. Okay. Question 9 is in Hasbro. Hasbro. In Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, where does Sam and the group find the former Decepticon Jetfire that Jetfire that transports the group to a desert in Egypt? So in Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, where does Sam and the group find the former Decepticon Jetfire that transports the group to a desert in Egypt? To look for like the location they find
Okay.
Jetfire, yeah. Sorry.
God, I haven't seen Revenge of the Fallen in forever.
Try to block it out.
5, 4, 3. I don't. 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jeremy
At a museum?
and Richard.
Is it a junkyard?
I'm gonna accept museum. Yeah, the Smithsonian Museum. Yeah. So Jeremy takes a 1-point lead. Going into the final question, which is in animated. In Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, how does the Prowler die? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. We'll start with Richard
Kingpin shoots him.
and Jeremy.
That he's shot.
Both correct. So at the end of round 1, I have Jeremy in the lead, 7-6. 7-6. So, still anyone's match. Round 2 is the wheel round. Each competitor will get a spin at the wheel from various categories. Each category has 5 questions apiece. You can 5 questions apiece worth 2 points. You can check down the multiple choice, which will devalue the question to 1 point. And there is stealing. Today's categories on the wheel are Star Trek, Star Wars, video game movies, DC, Spinner's Choice, MCU, DCEU, Mixed Bag, Wizarding World, and Opponent's Choice. Jeremy, since you are in the lead, do you want to spin first or second?
I will go second.
All right, so Richard, here is your spin at the wheel. Again, if you don't like your first one, you do get a mulligan.
Mhm.
Unless it's
Excuse me.
lands on Star Wars. Do you want to keep Star Wars or spin again?
Let's see. God dang. No, I'll spin again.
All right, so whatever you get here, you'll have to keep.
Yeah, I probably should have kept it. Oh well. Oh yes,
Lands on the MCU.
yes. Okay, I have a chance.
So you have 5 questions. In the
Unless
MCU.
it's movies I don't know.
First question. In which MCU film, which MCU film starts with a group trying to see a subtle aurora in the sky, but ends up being something crashing to Earth?
Thor.
That's correct for 2 points. And if I could talk, this would be a lot easier today. All right, question 2. Who plays Howard Stark in Iron Man 2?
Oh God, what is his name? I'll get in multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Is it A, John Slattery, B, Dominic Cooper, C, Gary Shandling, or D, Michael Brandon?
A.
A is correct for 1 point. And Richard, can we just make sure both names are?
Sorry.
Yeah. No, I mean you're answering quick. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah. Question number 3 is in the MCU, of course. In Avengers Endgame, according to Black Widow, nothing is crazy to her because she gets emails from what?
A raccoon.
That's correct for 2 points. Next one. In Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Quill tells the Orgo Corp security guard that Drax is related to the boss in which way?
Oh, I think I have it. His nephew?
That is correct for 2 points. And the final question. In Deadpool and Wolverine, what specifically do Wade and Logan use to stop Cassandra from using her telekinesis powers?
Oh, Juggernaut's helmet.
And that is correct for 2 more points. Richard sweeping the MCU.
Yeah, the John
Mike
Slattery.
Rose.
I always forget his name. Even the
Mhm.
younger one too, Dominic Cooper. Like I forget his name all the time.
Brings score up to 15. So 15-7. Of Richards or Jeremy spin at the wheel. Man, my mind is not working today. All right, Jeremy. So here's your spin at the wheel. It's on the Wizarding World. You want to keep the Wizarding World or spin again?
Let's spin her again.
Oh, come on.
So whatever you think. Keep.
That's fun.
The opponent's choice. Richard, you know what you're going to give him, or do you want me to read the categories?
Read the categories again.
All right, we got Star Trek, Star Wars, video game movies, DC, DCEU, Mixed Bag, and Wizarding World.
Let's go. He might know some Wizarding World questions, so I'm gonna go give him video game movies
All right, video game movies.
because those could be vague as hell.
All right. First question in video game movies. Which video game movie starts with the main character at St. Francis Orphanage in Boston?
It would be helpful if I remembered everything on the list. Multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Is it A, Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City, B, Tomb Raider, C, Uncharted, or D, Max Payne?
I'm gonna say Max Payne.
That is incorrect. Richard for the 1 point steal.
I'm gonna say it's Uncharted.
That is correct for 1 point. Question 2. In Rampage, the wolf swallowed the energon canister, causing it to mutate in what mountainous western U.S. state? The option was what mountainous western U.S. states. Which state?
Colorado.
That is incorrect. Richard for the 2 point steal. In Rampage, the wolf swallowed the energon canister, causing it to mutate in what mountainous western U.S. state?
I know the guess you said is gonna be mine. God, I don't know anyone down Montana. I have no idea.
That is also incorrect. Looking for Wyoming. Wyoming.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Colorado as a joke answer. That's like that's the one I know.
Yeah. Next question in video game movies. In Doom, which of the 8 Marine team members is the first to go through the arc to Mars?
Shit, I don't know their names. Multiple choice.
Is it A, Goat, B, Reaper, C, Sarge, or D, Kid?
Do you have repeats for the options?
Yeah, you get one free repeat of the options. You want to use it?
I'll use it. Yeah, I'll use it.
Is it A, Goat, B, Reaper, C, Sarge, or D, Kid?
I'll say D, Kid.
That is incorrect. Richard for the 1 point steal. And Doom, which of the 8 Marine team members is the first to go through the arc to Mars? Is it A, Goat, B, Reaper, C, Sarge, or D, Kid?
Sarge.
That is also incorrect. Looking for Reaper. Reaper. Your next question of video game movies. In DOA, Dead or Alive, Tina Armstrong is a former professional athlete of which sport?
Shoot. Gymnastics.
That is incorrect. Richard for the 2-point steal. In DOA, Dead or Alive, Tina Armstrong is a former professional athlete of which sport?
Oh. This is not my answer. I want to say volleyball, but I know that that's just the game. God, I'm just gonna say karate. I have no idea.
That is incorrect. Look for wrestling. Wrestling.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
that was close.
And your final question in video game movies. Who voices Tails in Sonic the Hedgehog 2?
Oh. Isn't it? Oh, multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice. Is it A, Colleen O'Shaughnessy, B, Donna Falks, C, Natasha Rothwell, or D, Tika Sumpter?
As in boy.
That is incorrect. Richard for the
Jeez.
1-point steal. Who voices Tails in Sonic the Hedgehog 2? Is it A, Colleen O'Shaughnessy, B, Donna Falks, C, Natasha Rothwell, or D, Tika Sumpter?
I want to say A.
Is that your answer?
Yeah, A.
A is correct for 1 point. So after Jeremy's spin at the wheel, we have Richard in the lead 17-7. So still going to round 3. So round 3 works like this. We will get each competitor will give me 3 numbers from 1 to 10. First question is worth 2 points, second is worth 3, and the third is worth 5. And we'll keep going until someone is mathematically eliminated. Richard, since you're in the lead, can you give me your numbers 1 through 10?
7,
7,
3,
3,
and let's go 9.
9. Okay. And Jeremy, can you give me your numbers 1 through 10, other than 7, 3, and 9?
6, 8, and 1.
6, 8, and 1. Okay. So Jeremy, you have all 3 repeats, and you have to hit all 3 questions to bounce it back to Richard. You picked number 6 as your first one, which corresponds to quotes. Quotes.
Okay.
In which film do you hear Dumbledore say, "I must have missed it, but by a happy mistake, I arrived at the ministry 3 hours early"?
Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
That is correct for 2 points. For your 3-pointer, you picked number 8, which corresponds to Marvel. Marvel.
Cool.
3-pointer. 3 repeats. Who plays Blind Al, Wade's roommate in Deadpool?
Make sure I get it right. Leslie Uggams.
And that is correct for 3 points.
Good job.
So, you picked number 1. Remember, you still have all 3 repeats, which corresponds to Middle Earth. Middle Earth.
Shit. All right.
Your
Good game, man.
5-pointer. And the Desolation of Smog. What is the name of the man who performs the inspection on Bard's boat?
Right there. Oh, it's right there.
Count of 5, 4, 3.
Repeat, please.
All right, that is Jeremy's first repeat. In the category of Middle Earth. And the desolation of Smog. What is the name of the man who performs the inspection on Bard's boat?
I can't get the one name out of my head, so I'm just gonna go for it. Willard.
And your winner by technical knockout, Richard Schwartz. We're looking for Percy. Percy.
Okay.
You're kind of on the right track.
Yeah. That was a great match, guys. We got
Yeah.
in the lead, or getting the win 17-12. Go to closing interviews, and we'll go to today's unfortunate second place finisher, Jeremy. I mean, you did well. I mean, 7 in round 1. You just kind of got stuck in the really bad category for your spin in video game movies, which just sucks because if you haven't really seen them, you don't really know, and it's just tough. But you did really well in round 3. You hit your 2 and 3, and I mean, 5-pointer is a 5-pointer. You were close. I mean, I would say you were on the right track, so that was good.
Just almost picture the guy, yeah.
Yeah. But how you feeling about today's match?
I feel okay. Like Richard definitely made probably the best choice apparently for his or for opponent's choice. So props. He played good. Ran MCU, which I would have too. So I mean, it just kind of became one of those like spinners opponents days. Which if you play trivia enough, that will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's always a good opponent. We've played Geek before, obviously not here, but this is great. I like that you have so much different stuff.
Yeah.
I like that you have video game movies, even though most of them are really bad. I like that you have that. I mean, it's just, you know what I mean? It's not any of our faults that they make terrible video game adaptations, but there it is.
I mean, I will admit, some of them have gotten a lot better, though. They've been getting better.
Yeah,
not great movies, but better.
The Sonic movies are great.
Yeah.
Mario's great, but, just didn't pull anything. And then the pro wrestling DOA question I should have remembered because Kevin Nash plays her dad. Like I've seen the movie, I know stuff. I just didn't stop, and I should have used a repeat or something probably. But no, this is great. I hope to be back. This is a lot of fun. And Richard, great game, man. Like hell of a win.
You'll sure have you back if you want to come back. I mean, you're 0-1. I mean, it's first match, so there's nothing really to be upset about. Is there anyone you want to play next in here? I don't know if you know who's all on the roster, but
yeah, I mean, I watch. I would like to play. Give me Will, Jay, or Tato. I don't really care.
Okay. Yeah, we could set one of the couple of those up if you want. I think those will be fun matches. That's kind of all I have for you. Good match, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, sir.
We'll go to today's winner, Richard. Great match. He's 6 in round 1. Killed it in the MCU round, 9 points. Almost basically a perfect sweep of that. You got two points steals on the video game movies, which is tough category. And then have to answer anything in round 3. How you feeling about today's match?
I mean, I feel good. I mean, this is the best I've done in a long time. Like, even my round 1, like 6 for me is pretty good. Round 2, I finally don't get opponent's choice. I finally don't get video game movies. I got the MCU. I was still a little bit nervous because there are, Black Widow, the Eternals, like the movies I've only seen like one time, but luckily none of those came up. And and then he got opponent's choice. I got lucky on that, and I almost wanted to give him Wizarding World, but at the same time, I wanted to win. And he might have even gotten a couple of steals. I mean, he could have done pretty well on that. And video game movies, even though I knew I was lucky just to get a couple steals because a lot of those are really tough. But he played a great game. I mean, he almost came back to win it. I mean, that Lord of the Rings question is brutal. I would have basically given up in season 2. But yeah, it was a great match. I had fun.
Yeah, for sure. This brings your record up to 4 and 6. Is there anyone you want to play next?
I'm always down to play whoever and whenever.
All right, sure. We'll get you in a match, hopefully soon.
Okay.
By somebody. That's kind of all I have for you. Congrats on the win.
Okay.
And we'll see you next time. Great match between two competitors, great competitors. We see Richard pulling out the win 17-12 over Jeremy. And we will see you guys next time.